Grace and peace to you in the name of Christ. My name is Greg Garis. I'm the pastor here at St. Philip Presbyterian Church in Hurst, Texas. We will soon be moving into a period of preparation. But before I get into that, I've noticed a difference in how I prepare to cook a meal and how my wife prepares to cook a meal. Perhaps some of you have this difference as well. Most of the time we use the recipes, and we choose the recipe by the picture, wonderful picture it has, and the ingredients, and then I follow those directions. I preheat the oven, and I get the dish out, and I get the first ingredient in, and then the other ingredient, and I start cooking. And often I realize that I didn't carefully look at the ingredient list. And I find out that I'm missing something, a can of this or a spice that we don't have. Now, my wife, on the other hand, looks at all the ingredients of the recipe, and she carefully sets out those ingredients on the counter before she begins to cook. That way, she knows that she has all that she needs to cook the dish. That's probably a better way to prepare a delicious meal, rather than starting and finding out that you don't have all of the ingredients. St. Philip Presbyterian Church and other churches are preparing to celebrate Christmas, and this season that we call, in our church calendar, is called Advent. Advent is a time when we gather to hear about the ingredients that God wants us to have to be ready before we celebrate Jesus' birth on Christmas. Advent comes from the Latin word adventus, which means coming, the coming of Christ who was born to us, Christ the Lord. Advent has a long history, a tradition in the church, reaching back to at least the 6th century. Advent this year begins on Sunday, November 27th, and it continues for 4 Sundays. Our Advent theme, or the dish that we will be preparing, is titled From Generation to Generation. It is a resource from a sanctified art group, and it's based on the passage in the first chapter of Luke and his gospel, talking about Mary's words and song. Now, during our worship, we will look at the characters in our scriptures and wonder, what did these characters pass on or contribute? How did a particular character participate in God's liberation and love? Which characters tried to thwart God's justice? And what can we learn from them? What is our role now? And what is our generation's task? What will we carry on, or forth? And what should we leave behind? That's a pretty good ingredient list, don't you think? And so I invite you to come and join us for this Advent season and this Christmas. Our worship services begin at 10:30 a.m. each Sunday. Sunday school is for all ages at 9:15. Come and join us for all of those things. But also come and join us as we hang the greens of the church or decorate our church for this Christmas Advent season on December 3rd. It's a Saturday at 10 a.m. Throughout our Advent, we'll have a devotional that will help focus us on the theme. And so come and pick up this devotional, or we will email it to you and send it in a digital form or send you a hard copy. On Sunday, December 18th, during our worship service at 10:30 a.m., we will have some special music with orchestrated accompaniment. Then we celebrate Christmas at a beautiful Christmas Eve service on December 24th at 4:30 p.m. This is a worship service where there will be an impromptu nativity pageant scene that we all can participate in. There'll be candlelight and communion. Then on Christmas Day, we will have a pre-recorded Christmas Day service that you can watch at home at your own leisure. You can go on our website or on our YouTube channel to find that video. Come and join us for worship, where we can prepare together and have all of the ingredients ready to celebrate Jesus' birth. It's also an opportunity to take a breath and to breathe from all of the commercialism that we're surrounded with through this Advent season and focus on what God wants us to do and prepare for as we celebrate Jesus' birth. Some of our members are still wearing masks, and we respect and welcome all those who choose to wear a mask or not to worship with us. I hope to see you at St. Philip Presbyterian Church this Advent season as we prepare to celebrate Jesus' birth again. Blessings and peace.